It's now June 19 and I'll give you a little tour around the garden. This is our almond tree, the apricot tree. By the time you come, those apricots will be long gone. This is our mango tree. There's a few mangoes coming up. This is our guava tree, which will not really give fruit until later in August, I think. Here's our various citrus trees, which also are not going to give any fruit during the next few months, but later in the autumn. That applies to all of these down here by the path. Here you can see we are struggling with the badgers who come every night and dig for water and worms, which is a bit of a menace, not so much for the trees because they're established enough, but for all kinds of smaller plants. This is a citrus tree with strawberries coming up at the bottom of it, so they will be ready to harvest all through the summer. This is our fig tree with small blue figs. There'll be plenty of those coming up over the next few months, so please feel free to harvest. This is a passion fruit, but we had to cut that back strongly, so there won't be many fruit. More citrus trees. A pomegranate. I don't think the fruit will be ready until later in the summer. This is a bush called Cape gooseberry or physalis. It has these orange fruit in these little papery houses. So there's plenty of those all over the land, and they are ready to harvest most of the year. There's nothing here that needs harvesting. This is a lemon tree, grapefruit tree, but the grapes, of course, they will be coming up, I think, later in July and August. There is another Cape gooseberry bush, and here is our amazingly productive strawberry patch. You can see there's plenty of strawberries coming up, so they are producing for most of the summer. We get about 500 grams to a kilo every morning. This is our banana tree, but it doesn't look like it will be producing this year. We had 2 lots of bananas last year, and this is down the stairs here is our vegetable patch. So there's lots of tomatoes, peppers, aubergines, some courgettes and some melons, I think. Important is the gate against the badgers. If you go in, you need to make sure that you close it. Here are various other trees, including another mango tree. And down here are more trees. I don't think any of them will give fruit except the peach tree. That looks like maybe in July they will be ready. There are the goats who are passing by ever so often, which we definitely do not want to let into the land, because they raise the whole garden to the ground within minutes. Other stairs to the back of the house. Here we usually feed our cats on these bottom stairs. Then there is a peach tree with, I think, 1 or 2 solitary peaches, the nectarine. And here is the garden behind the house with various herbs, but that's also been under attack from the badgers. So there's lemongrass. There is stevia, which is a sweet plant for sweetening. This is a mountain tea called malotira. There's mint and oregano. There are a couple of tomatoes growing here, some chives, a herb tea called lemon verbena, lots more lemon verbena. There's some tomatoes which I've surrounded by stones. Hopefully the badgers will not dig them up. I will get the gardener to surround the whole property with a badger-proof fence. There is a fence there obviously at the moment, but he will add an additional layer at the bottom of the fence so the badgers won't get in. This is a lychee tree. There's our fig, another fig. There's a pear tree and a lemon tree, but none of these will produce fruit in the coming months. Pots on the veranda that need watering. So here there's some lavender and some jasmine. Here is some mint and some lemon geranium good against the mosquitoes at night. This is a flowering jasmine climber, more of the same thing here. Then there's some rosemary, some more lemongrass, more lemon geranium. These pots need watering every day, every other day. I usually water them with water from the kitchen, like if I've washed lettuce or something like that. I just empty the container with water into those pots.